Big Boy Neighborhood. Alrighty now, welcome to the neighborhood, man. Sorry to bother you.
Yeah.
Now, this is a movie that we got to speak on, man, and I think that we all can take a page from this. First off, telemarketing. I hate them. No,
Stop
but we got Lakeith Stanfield in the neighborhood, man. Jermaine Fowler in the neighborhood. Welcome to the neighborhood, fellas.
Thank you for having us.
Alrighty, now I gotta ask you, Lakeith, what is your character in this movie? Sorry to bother you.
Cassius Green is a telemarketer with the heart of gold who starts off with very little means, and he wants to make his life better. So he's trying to find ways to, expand his horizons and expand his pocketbook.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So he starts to go to work, and he tries to do many things, but it's just sort of lost at the beginning, and it starts to go to work as a telemarketer, and slowly but surely finds his calling as a telemarketer when he finds out all he has to do is use his white voice.
Yeah, when you turn that corner and you realize, like, all I gotta do is use my white voice.
Yeah.
My sister Sheila and Charlene, they have a white voice. Yeah, man. I think everybody do now. Before you did the movie, did you have a white voice?
I have a white voice. I have a radio voice, which you are witnessing now.
I see what you're doing.
I was wondering. I was like, man, he sound like he could do radio.
Yeah, I'm getting in the pocket, trying to be a little extra sexy with it. You know
I
what
see
I mean?
what you're doing, brother.
A lot of breath, and I have an at-night voice. I have a wake-up voice. I have an eating my lunch voice. I have a voice for my
Give me
voice.
the eating my lunch voice.
I can't prepare because I know I might be asked to demonstrate.
This the eating my lunch voice.
How you doing? Good morning. Real 92.3 LA's home for hip-hop and Big Boy bankrolls every morning.
Go ahead now, man. Now, let me ask you this, Lakeith. Did you ever do any telemarketing beforehand?
No, but I did do some door-to-door selling like AT&T to people.
Really, though?
Oh, no.
What was
successful?
what was the one thing, or if there was a moment where you came home and told somebody at the house or called one of your partners because something happened at work, what happened?
Well, one time I went into this family's house who I was pretty sure was going to be like super racist. Like they had all the markings. They might as well had a Confederate flag outside the house. And I went in there, and I was just surprised at how open and welcome and like beautiful the setting was there, and how open to me they were. So I prejudged them, thinking that they would judge me. So it was like a judgment on judgment.
And then they put you in the sunken place.
That's
all this happened to you. I didn't know what happened beforehand.
That's actually what inspired Jordan to do. That I called him up. I was like, "Yo, you got to hear this story," and he was like, "No, we're gonna put that down." And
really,
no one's supposed to know that. That's a Big Boy exclusive. Bring the thing.
Go ahead. Ring the bell.
Hey, Lakeith, and not to get off something, sorry to bother you, but did you know when you did get out that it was going to have that kind of impact?
Not at all. No, I like many things I get into, I had no idea what it was going to be in the final product. It's such a team effort. I go down, do my thing, and then I leave it alone, and I come back, and there's this beautiful thing here, and I'm like, wow, I was a part of that. I helped make that, and it's a beautiful thing. I had no idea.
Omari was supposed to be here as well. We don't want him in here anyway. You know what I'm saying?
We told him.
Taking all your time, Jermaine. You know what I'm saying?
We only had so many chairs.
Yeah, man. And when
Just for
Jermaine
you
Fowler,
two.
when he heard that Omari wasn't going to be here, he was like, oh, man, he cared more about Power, the TV show.
One could say he got ghost.
Yeah, there it is. Hello.
Hey.
There it is. That's his joke voice. Now, Jermaine, how did you get involved with the movie? First off, man, big ups to Boots as well.
Oh, yeah.
Because Boots, man, from the group The Cool, you know what I'm saying? Like, this man has never stopped being creative. So, Jermaine, how did you get involved with Sorry to Bother You?
Man, my folks sent me the script, read it, and I get sent a lot of
Get a
stuff.
little closer on that microphone?
Yeah, I get sent a lot of stuff, and honestly, some stuff's whack.
Yeah.
It doesn't really stand
But
out.
what
to me
made you
most times.
believe in this one? Because now when you see the rollout and you see the accolades and what it's about to do, it's easier now.
Yeah.
What made you say, I'm going to shut down and I'm just going to direct my time towards this?
It just, I can't, without spilling the beans on the film, it was probably the most unique thing I've ever read in my life.
That's dope.
Period. And when I read that Boots wrote it and he's directing it, I was like, oh, I'm in. And I sent the self-tape with my cell phone.
Oh, so that's how they're doing it now in Hollywood, huh?
That's all I gotta do?
Just send this, not everybody can send a self-tape.
Yeah.
It's not like that. You gotta get asked.
Yeah. Or we forward to you like, hey, Jermaine, can you get this to Boots for me, man?
Yeah, big boy, I'll send this to Boots.
Like, yeah, man, tell me I used to bodyguard the Far Side. We was all over the road together, man. Come on now.
Dude, but technically my audition tape stank. It was terrible because I didn't know you're supposed to hold the phone horizontally. Or vertically. I forget. What is
well, horizontal is flat,
this way.
like laying down.
Vertically.
Yeah, I held it wrong.
But you know what? You got the part, though.
I did.
Did you die?
I didn't die.
There it is.
I did it. And he reminds me every day, every time I see him, of how how weird the audition tape was.
Everybody was like, man, I think he can work.
Yeah, looking at it sideways.
Sideways.
I think you can work with this. Hey, Lakeith, you played Snoop in what movie?
Straight Outta Compton.
And Straight Outta Compton. I'm trying to remember.
Yeah.
Oh.
That was another voice, actually. People think that's Snoop, but that's me doing the voice there. Yeah.
Oh.
People think that's an overdub, but that's actually my
Because
voice.
the other one
The other one was
the
the
other one
overdub.
was All Eyes on Me. They dubbed him in All Eyes on Me.
It was horrible.
Yeah.
That
You
was
know
no
what I'm
good.
saying? So when you do get Straight Outta Compton and you get the Snoop call, is that one of those? Is it a no brainer for you? Were you a Snoop fan?
Oh, yeah. Well, I was in a hotel. I was at this one $65 a night hotel, swatting
should
roaches
be.
off me. You feel me? Like,
man.
because
Go
at
ahead
that
now.
time,
Paying
I really
dues.
wasn't. I was just in there, and I was feeling really bad. And like, this mattress is disgusting. But like, one day I'm gonna get up out of here. And so I just went to audition for that. But I didn't. It was like me and like 5 other dudes, and like, got down to the wire. It was 10 p.m. I was ready to go to sleep, and I got a phone call. It was like, we need you on set at 5 a.m. the next day. I was like, for real? Like, they're like, yeah. So then I immediately hang up the phone, get on YouTube, and I'm looking at everything Snoop, all his interviews, everything, and I'm just trying to let me get his voice down. Like, let me at least have something like that. So that was the thing. It was just focus on that, and then I showed up the next day, smoked the blunt. I never do it. I never lost it. I just don't never do it.
Right, I heard that. Because you've changed with all the success.
Unless you give me a Straight Outta Compton check, then I'll do it.
With that being
That's
like
wrong.
early on, he was in a $65 a night hotel. I don't think that check was that great at the beginning.
No,
probably some back end.
No, but if you match that, then I can do it for you.
Don't worry about it. We already know he changed. we don't figure this out, Lakeith. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
and your name ain't even Lakeith.
It's not.
Yeah,
not.
man.
No,
You don't put the love
know
back
that.
on there, bro. This.
No. See, that ain't even my name.
Man, all right.
My name is Blau.
Oh. Hey, man.
Is that with 3 A's or 4?
Yeah. It's all the A's in there.
Oh,
Hey, man, did you ever do any comedy, like stand-up?
No, I tried one time, but that's why I got but that's why I got so much respect for people like him, because I can't do that. Like I went up there, I didn't have no material. I was like, fuck it, I'll get drunk and just talk, and it didn't work.
I'm with the homies all the time. They say I'm hilarious.
Yeah, no, they was like, nigga, get off the stage. I was like, all right, excellent.
And that was your friend, like, get off the stage.
Yeah, that was the only person that could have laughed.
Jermaine, that world though, bro, of getting up, making people laugh, is that a lonely world?
Oh, sometimes we on the road, yeah. But I'm a people person, so like, after shows, I'm always out, fans and people who enjoyed the show, and hang out with them and whatnot. But when you flying everywhere, driving everywhere, it can kind of be lonely.
And that's immediate. You know if you're doing well immediately, and you know if you're not doing well immediately.
But we don't want to do well immediately, at least in the beginning.
I'm not even talking about early on in your career. I'm just talking about when you step out on stage. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's not like 2-3 weeks later, like, hey, you didn't do so well at that show in Chicago. It's like,
they'll let you know right there you ain't funny. But the best part, my favorite comics always dig themselves in a hole and they climb right out of it. Bill Burr, Patrice, O'Neal, and
yes, sir. Rest in
Richard
peace.
Pryor. Yeah, man. They all the best ones always try to have this. Opposition's always like a form of like just it's a good obstacle to use when you're doing comedy. I don't want to get on stage and have people agree with everything I'm saying.
Right.
My favorite comics were always people who were enigmas, paradoxes.
Rosanna's sexy.
Yeah. Well, I want to know why you say that. I mean, that's a more interesting, opinion to me. I want to hear why he thinks Rosanna's sexy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. Like so next time I get up there, I should just be like, yes, no,
yes,
up, down. Okay, yeah.
Right. Lakeith, you done figured this out, bro.
Yeah, man, it don't take long. You only got to show me once.
But it's important to challenge people's way of thinking. You know what I mean? I've always appreciated people who do that.
Now, Omari was supposed to be in the neighborhood. Have you guys noticed him slacking off, or Is he not doing the promo run?
No, he does the promo
Okay.
run. It's just I think he's at the
He
gym.
just didn't want to bother me.
Wow, the gym is better than us.
You gotta stay. With him, his shoulders. You just can't.
Yeah,
miss.
Ghost needs to stay on
You know
point.
what I mean? You can't miss trap.
Appreciate it.
You know what I mean? Those delts can't just. I honestly, I don't know where Amari is, but he probably couldn't fit in here anyway. You know what I mean?
that is
so,
true.
Who cares?
There it is. You know what I'm
Who
saying?
cares?
I know I don't. You know what I'm saying?
care.
Don't
Do I miss
bother me with
Amari
your
right now?
presence.
Yeah, I don't need you with your hands. You know,
You know what I'm saying?
ruining my
That was
vibe.
easy on the high.
Coming in here trying to look all better than me.
I know.
Hey, Lakeith, since the movie, are you
What are
more
you
passionate? He putting cookie dust all over the place.
okay.
It's
So
like
little
LeBron. He's
hints.
doing the LeBron.
Oh yeah,
thing.
these little
Yeah.
lints, they float so magically in this atmosphere for some reason. If you look at like that's like anti-gravity. I don't know if you can see this.
I can't. I see it.
Yeah,
I see
NASA
it.
right now.
But it's not like a normal
But you
piece
brought
of
it
lint.
back up.
You-
There
yeah,
you go.
it's-
There it
It's,
goes.
it's
Hey,
almost
Lakeith,
got a life of its own.
During the interview, you want to play with lint?
I mean, why not?
All right, well, when I go see Sorry to Bother You, for one, I'm going to sneak in, and then I'm just going to take lint and go, oh, man.
Hey, look.
I'm going to
No,
pay
no.
to get in. We got to kick in.
If you could watch this movie and do that, then I mean, I'm
Hey,
all
man,
power to
they
you.
say that the movie really grabs you, though.
Yeah.
The trailer
Like, because
grabs
the trailer gets you.
And
Yeah.
that doesn't give anything away.
See, I
though.
love that.
Yeah, the trailer's great.
It's just
but
confusing too,
It's-
and makes you
thank
go,
you.
okay, I need to figure this out.
exactly. It's a curiosity when you watch that trailer. You go, all right, I'm gonna check that out. And
Yeah,
the
it's a
cast is
rabbit
great.
hole.
You know?
Hey, Lakeith,
That's,
now with telemarketers, is there a little more passion and patience to them?
I don't really get them that often because my phone always just says someone's trying to scam you. It's just like scam likely, so I usually can just avoid it,
tells you
for the
that?
most
Yeah,
part.
yeah.
But I like
Wow.
to sometimes every now and again have a little fun with telemarketers and talk to them and see how their day's going. And if someone's trying to scam me, just sort of lead them down with the like sexy little, get them to come near you and then destroy them.
Destroy him.
I appreciate that. I used to have to call customers after comedy club. I used to work at this comedy club, and I used to have to call customers from the night before and say, "Hey, you had a good time last night? Well, we have so and so coming up tonight. You want to come back? And try to get feedback and whatnot. So thank you, man.
But
Yeah.
you know what? If somebody go to a comedy show and you call them the next day, that's a little easier. Like, oh, okay, yeah, you know
That's
what?
true.
I'm going to pass tonight. But somebody is calling saying, hey, your credit card interest. You like, man,
You
I
got it.
better
That's
get
true.
the hell
I
off
think
this phone.
you have to. It's almost like interviews. Like you have to find a way to make it fun for you. Because it's not like, just talking to somebody on the phone. It's not, it's up to you. Make it fun. Make it an adventure. Make it something that's brand new that you've never done before. I've never threw lint in an interview before.
Exclusive.
This is a first.
Let me tell you, though, I've been in radio, and you're not the first that threw lint.
Oh.
Now, while I was on, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Got
I'm
my
like,
blueprints,
Kanye?
man. Who was it?
Kanye
Rose.
threw some
Hey,
lint.
Look, baby, say
Rose.
names or leave it on the
Rose.
playground.
Jennifer Lopez, Snoop, Wiz Khalifa,
Keep 'em humble, babe.
Problem, Nicki Minaj, George Lopez, Game, Michael Jackson, Kobe, Kevin Hart. Well, everybody that's on the wall. I'm just naming everybody.
Chris Brown.
I'm
What's
just.
the company, though?
They all threw lint in
Nah,
your
they didn't throw
interview.
lint, man. Nah. I'm sorry. I just didn't want you to think that you was an innovator and a creator.
already know I am.
And for anybody out there, the lint thrown up in the air, that position has been taken.
It's gone.
All right, we found that guy. Now I can go ahead and I can retire. Thank you, Lakeith.
Lakeith, I'd love to know. I'm a big fan of Atlanta, and there is an episode from this past season that definitely stuck with me, which I'm sure you know is the Teddy Perkins
Teddy
episode.
Perkins.
I would love to know, what was your initial thought when you first saw Donald in the makeup as Teddy Perkins?
Well, who said that was Donald?
Cardi B. She just
Well,
figured out that they were.
Cardi B
I think doesn't it say it in the credits though too? Like, I mean, like, that's what
Hey,
everybody.
Natalia.
What?
Don't let him do that woo-ju to
I'm
you.
just-
No,
You know what I'm saying?
not to my knowledge. I
No,
mean,
don't say that.
it could have been me. I have many voices, as we've alluded to earlier. And perhaps Teddy is one of them.
and all the voices that you don't do, you know what I'm saying? Like,
That episode was. I think that
Yeah, it
was
was
probably
crazy.
my favorite episode of the season. Though.
Well,
That one and
I
then
got-
Woods, but yeah.
Yeah, I got to be completely honest with you. When I showed up on set, I had no idea who that person was. And whoever it was, they were either in character the whole time or it was somebody who I'd never met before. So they said, I was asking everybody, who is it? Everybody was like, that's Teddy Perkins. So I Googled him and nothing came up. And, so I
man.
came to talk to him and he was like, I'm an actor. I've been doing this for like 15 years. I was like, surely you would have something online. He had nothing online. It was just this creepy, strange character who had a whole backstory. So I didn't know who he was. And then the cameras got to rolling and I was just like, my mind was just blown. I was like, where do you find this person?
Yeah.
Like, And yeah, so I was just as clueless as everybody else. But like when people started saying it was Donald, I was like, like damn.
So you've like
Yeah,
you've never confirmed it.
No.
That's creepy.
Yeah, no, I was hanging out with Donald the night before. He had cornrows, and we were all sitting at his table having dinner. He was just like, yeah, we chilling and whoop de whoop. And then I show up, and then I see this strange. His head was bigger. He had like long hair. I didn't know.
And he's like so weird. It's
Yeah.
weird.
There was
It's
only
so-
one thing that was similar. His feet were kind of like Donald's, and that was like. But I was like, nah. I was looking this dude in the eye. That ain't Donald.
That's so creepy. When working
I
with
love how you kept that
Donald,
going. That's cool.
how has it been working with Donald? Being able to see someone as equally as talented, just being able to go from Atlanta to Lando to This Is America.
It's inspirational, man. Sitting around him, just listening to him talk, and the interesting thing is just perspective, and I think that's a lot of what it is, and people don't understand. Like it's just the way you view things, and if you have your own special way of viewing it, and you're at the position where you can explore that, I think that's what it gives a combination to have someone like Donald. He has a unique perspective he's always stuck to, and I think that's just what it is. And people think that these kinds of people are geniuses, not to take any credit away from. It's just that oftentimes people don't have a position that they're willing to stick to and a perspective that they're going to ride with no matter what. So I say have your perspective and keep throwing lint.
And
There it is.
Season 3?
Season 3 is not confirmed.
Oh, I love that accent that you put there.
That voice there.
That sound official. Yeah. That sound official. That sound like it wasn't from you. You know what I'm saying? So like it was like you put a rep on with
Yeah.
us. You know?
Oh yeah, directly funneled through me.
That's dope, man. You are multi-talented, bro. I see this. You know what I'm saying? If Hollywood would put me back in film and television, then I would be there with you. You know what I'm saying? But have y'all heard anything, Jermaine, like a boycott or anything that has my name next to it? Big
no,
Boy?
a blacklist.
Kurt
No.
Alexander or
I haven't
anything?
heard anything about
You
you
haven't?
being blacklisted at all.
Okay. What about you,
Lakeith?
Lakeith?
Are those
Anything?
trailers yours? The Big Boy trailers? They have them on set a lot.
No. I haven't. No trailers. I haven't been on set at all either. You know.
Because they have trailers that have Big Boy written on the side.
Nah, that's not.
That's not you?
Nah,
That
that's
Big Boy from
that's
Outkast,
not me.
maybe?
Oh.
Well, that's
it.
BIGBOY.
Yeah.
He's talking about with the trailers. Yeah, I'm just wondering
fascinating.
because at one point I was working in Hollywood, and then poof, it just
And it stopped happening.
Stop happening,
well,
Jermaine.
Well, damn.
Yeah.
That's you should write a book about it. You know.
I did write a book, but nobody purchased it.
Oh,
Yeah, man. Did you read my book? For real, Jermaine, did you read it?
I can't read.
Well,
Why would you
sorry.
I'm
bring that
tapping
up?
into a lonely
Why would
place.
you
I'm
bring
sorry,
that
bro.
up? That's
I'm
not-
sorry. I apologize, man. Don't forget, Sorry to Bother You in theaters July 6th. So and it's crazy because it feels like it's a bit away, but everybody's already talking about the movie a lot.
It can't come soon enough, man. I'm like July 6th is too far away from me.
How do you change from July 6th to July 7th?
I don't know.
Are you gonna change your phone number?
Me? No, I've had the same phone number since high school.
That's why you
301.
change it.
I can't.
why you change
My
it,
grandma would be mad.
You can't
So
give
mad.
Make sure she get it
Still
though.
in her head. She-
Okay,
That's her number,
yeah.
man.
Real
she would-
talk, man.
It's too late for her to learn new numbers.
So yeah, I ain't mad
never
at Sorry to
changed.
Bother You. From the July 6th to the 7th, Lakeith, how will you change?
I think I don't know. I just don't know how much I would change or how much. This is the first film that I've done where I felt like completely confident in giving it to the public, and I have no reservations about how anyone might consume it, because I think it's on the cusp of something new. It's a real different kind of filmmaking that's unlike anything I've ever been a part of or have seen. I'm only 26, but I've never seen anything that went to the lengths that this movie goes, and it just goes deep in terms of what you witness as entertainment, sort of in the sci-fi world, but also the implications behind like social things that are put in place socially for us, as far as economics and sort of traversing the terrain of being poor and trying to go from rag to riches in America and being a black man and doing that. So it's just a whole new world for me. So I'm excited for people to get a glimpse into this idea, this simple idea, and this little drizzle of something of what it means to be black.
Man, I love it. Well, thank y'all for coming in,
Thanks for
man.
having us, man.
Amari texted me, said he's sorry that he couldn't make it in. So Amari, to you, thank you, my brother. Jermaine
Shouts
Fowler,
out, Amari.
thank you for coming in.
Amari
Appreciate you. Best believe that. And Lakeith Stanfield, thank you.
Thank you.
And Amari didn't really text me. It's just.
That was nice. I like
I
that.
know. I shouldn't have said nothing. Yeah. And then then later on, I would have had to keep the lie going, like my wife would have saw it. You know what I'm saying? So let me just quit while I'm behind, man.
I could have helped you with that lie.
And you did. You know what I'm saying? But it just would have. It's hard enough for me to remember the truth. All righty, man. Sorry to bother you, Big Boy's
Big
neighborhood.
Boy.